what we do with analytics might change.
Yes.
A few years back, we were looking at simple things. If you do some descriptive or inferential analytics kind of things, that was looked great. But today we are pushing the boundaries. We are more and more into predictive and prescriptive kind of analytics. So there has been an evolution and it will continue.
अगर इस तरह की स्किल्स है तो जब आप एज अ सिलेक्शन पैनल बैठते हैं, इतनी सारी आपके पास एप्लीकेशंस आती हैं, हु आर द कैंडिडेट्स दैट यू सेलेक्ट और लुक फॉर इन द एमबीए एनालिटिक्स प्रोग्राम? बिकॉज एट द एंड ऑफ द डे तो हमारे पास 90 ही सीट्स हैं, बट एप्लीकेंट्स बहुत ज्यादा होते हैं, तो आई एम श्योर आप एक स्क्रीनिंग रन करते हो कि हु आर दोज आइडियल कैंडिडेट्स, तो वो कैसे दिखाई देते हैं प्रोफेसर?
What we do with analytics might change.
Yes.
A few years back, we were looking at simple things. If you do some descriptive or inferential analytics kind of things, that was looked great. But today we are pushing the boundaries. We are more and more into predictive and prescriptive kind of analytics. So there has been an evolution and it will continue.
वो एटीट्यूड हम लोग देखना चाहते हैं, whether you have the attitude and whether you can learn some of the skill set, whether you have the skill set or not. If you have, then always welcome, but if you don't have, whether you can learn, whether you will make through the program.
Okay. Hello everyone and very welcome to this very special video on MBA in Analytics. So many times potential students come and ask, what is this whole thing about MBA Analytics? What are the career options? What are the challenges? अगर मैं MBA Analytics में करता हूँ या करती हूँ तो क्या मुझे उसके बाद सारी जिंदगी Analytics में ही रहना पड़ेगा? So many questions, so many real doubts which we are going to answer in this video. We have three very special guests with us here today. The chairperson of MBA Analytics program, Professor Rajiv Kumar. Hello sir, welcome. And two very prominent professors of analytics at IIM Kashipur, very old timers I must say. Thank you so much Professor Venkat Raghavan and Professor Mayank Sharma for finding time for this interview today.
So thank you Professor Safal for giving us this opportunity. Okay. So I think Professor Venkat, you are hardcore MBA analytics faculty. So can you please put some light on this program?
Thanks Professor Rajiv, thanks Safal for inviting us for this interaction on MBA Analytics. Let me start with the story behind MBA Analytics. Okay, so 6 years back when we started offering courses on analytics for our regular MBA students, we were looking at a few courses, something like machine learning and social media and web analytics, and maybe a few other courses like econometrics to begin with. But what we noticed was the traction among the students was quite high for this analytics programs, and also the feedback which we received from the corporates who were coming for placements were also very encouraging. So over the 3 years from 2016 to 2019, we were gradually increasing our portfolio. We were gradually increasing the number of electives that were offered in analytics domain to our regular MBA students. So based on this experience, we thought why not we launch a full-time MBA Analytics program. And the dream was actually made possible by the support from our director and also like-minded faculty who were offering several courses in analytics stream. So that all culminated in the launch of MBA Analytics program. We will be looking at the 4th batch of MBA Analytics next year, coming year. So that has been the journey so far, and it has been an incredibly rewarding experience for us at IIM Kashipur in terms of what we could offer to the student community, and that was a great learning experience for us also.
Amazing. So that's really fascinating, Venkat. I have a question to Professor Sharma. What exactly is analytics? थोड़ा सा बेसिक्स पे जाते हैं, MBA analytics भी समझेंगे, पर analytics क्या होता है? And what does it actually mean? Is it like those difficult programming languages जो सबको नहीं समझ आती है, या exactly क्या होता है analytics?
So analytics actually simple है कि comes from the analysis. And when you large scale computation कर रहे हो, when you are analyzing large scale numbers, तब analytics का यूज आता है. अब ये ऑर्गेनाइजेशन और बिजनेस इतना फोकस क्यों कर रहे हैं? Why government is also focusing? So there is a paradigm shift. There is a सोचने का तरीका बदल रहा है. Where managers used to take the hunch or intuition route, where experience used to count in terms of spending time in particular work or domain. Now we say कि numbers can help you to learn that from that experience and can reduce the time to take decisions. Why organizations seek value? For example, you want to market something. You want to strategize what shall be the marketing strategy.
Okay.
आप ट्रेडिशनल रूट से जाएंगे, डेटा कलेक्ट करेंगे, इट इज गोइंग टू बी अ लॉन्ग रूट, और तब तक आपके कॉम्पिटिटर्स कैन स्ट्रेटेजाइज how to market a product. So to reduce that time, what can be done? So we say that organization को बोल सकते हैं कि yes, you create certain databases, you create certain data structures. अब वो कैसे यूज कर पाएंगे और कैसे बिजनेस वैल्यू को बना पाएंगे, वही कहानी है
एनालिटिक्स की. तो प्रोफेसर शर्मा, जैसे मैं गूगल पे लिखता हूँ कि ट्रिप टू मालदीव्स लेट्स से, तो वो अगले दिन से प्रोफेसर्स पूरा दिन वही दिखाता रहता है, फ्लाइट्स टू मालदीव्स, होटल्स इन मालदीव्स. क्या इसके पीछे भी कोई एनालिटिक्स है गूगल का?
जी श्योर, एनालिटिक्स तो है ही, और बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग स्टोरीज हैं.
ओके.
सो द एनालिटिक्स जो स्टोरी है वो नई नहीं है. अब ये रास्ता कैसे बताएगी या प्राइस कैसे बताएगी या किस वेबसाइट से बुक करें, वो अल्टीमेटली डिसीजन हमारा है.
राइट.
बट हमको ऑप्शन मिल जाते हैं. वी गेट टू नो लॉट ऑफ ऑप्शंस वेयर वी कैन इंटरेस्ट व्हाट डिसीजन वी आर गोइंग टू टेक. अब इसका स्टोरी स्टार्ट होता है 1700 से, एनालिटिक्स का स्टोरी. सम पीपल से इट इज़ न्यू, बट काफ़ी ओल्ड जर्नी है
जी.
एंड वाई गवर्नमेंट इज ऑल्सो टेकिंग प्लेस, वाई ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, बिकॉज अब नाउ वी लिव इन अ डिजिटल वर्ल्ड.
राइट.
So where everything which you do, everything what you say is getting monitored. So everything is getting recorded, everything is, and from the point of view of analytics, everything is data.
डेटा.
तो हमको उस जगह पर इंटरेस्ट करना है, where we can.
Professor Safal, so your life is not personal nowadays.
Yeah, no longer personal.
No longer personal.
Yes, yes, yes.
Everything is being badged. What you are eating, where you are going, what you are buying, everything been captured and watched by someone.
And maybe 3 people in this room are responsible for that.
We are just.
Sir, please, Professor Kumar, since you are the chairperson of this program, please tell us the thought process. Why do you think a student should do this MBA of 2 years in this program? और किसे करनी चाहिए, किसके लिए ठीक नहीं है, कुछ बताइए हमें.
Okay, so Professor Safal, okay, when it comes to MBA analytics, okay, nowadays the world is demanding the MBA analytic course. Now why? Because see, the world is uncertain nowadays. Okay, and it's highly competitive market. Okay, and being a manager or being a top leader in any company, any organizations, okay, you have to be proactive, and especially when it's come to the decision making. Okay, you have to be very fast and you have to be accurate. Now if you are going to the traditional way of decision making, okay, nowadays these things are kind of obsolete. Okay, the world is basically, it's a data driven business. Okay, so the entire world is basically is driven by the data. Now you have that ability to crunch the data, get the insight, okay, and make the decision. Okay, so what it gives, okay, it is basically helping in sensing the market in right time, okay, and right way. Okay, so that is required. Second thing is, when it's come for the students, okay, those are willing to opt for this program. Okay, this program is not in silo that okay we only teach analytics. Okay, it has mix of management skills and analytical skill. So when it comes the courses, okay, so we have core MBA courses and also the analytics courses. For example, we have the domain specific management courses like marketing management, operational management, financial management, and so on. Okay, OBHR related courses. Okay, but also we have the specialized courses in analytics. For example, we have the basic courses on R, Python, and these are basically machine learning programs. Okay, it's not typical C and C++ kind of computer language program. It's a typical program which is used for the machine learning only. Okay.
Okay.
And also, okay, we have some courses like we have data management and big data. And in the second year, we have advanced courses, okay, and elective from the various domains. For example, if someone want to get expertise in HR domain, okay, so there are courses on HR analytics,
Right,
okay.
right.
When someone want to be expertise in financial, so we have basically a financial analytics. Okay, we have the courses on sports analytics. We have some advanced machine learning courses like DSML, decision science, data science and machine learning. We have courses on social media analytics. Okay, the student from different background, okay, they have something in this course.
So are you trying to say कि ये core analytics बस एक core है, पर वो जाके finance, HR, marketing सबसे जुड़ता है and opens ways for all paths. Okay, wow, that's an interesting point, but that leads me to another question. तो फिर अगर इस तरह की skills है, तो जब आप एज अ सिलेक्शन पैनल बैठते हैं, इतनी सारी आपके पास एप्लीकेशंस आती हैं, हु आर द कैंडिडेट्स दैट यू सेलेक्ट और लुक फॉर इन द एमबीए एनालिटिक्स प्रोग्राम? बिकॉज एट द एंड ऑफ द डे तो हमारे पास 90 ही सीट्स हैं, बट एप्लीकेंट्स बहुत ज़्यादा होते हैं, तो आई एम श्योर आप एक स्क्रीनिंग रन करते हो कि हु आर दोज आइडियल कैंडिडेट्स, तो वो कैसे दिखाई देते हैं प्रोफेसर्स?
Okay, so I think Professor Mayank can elaborate because he was the admission chair of this program.
Amazing, please let us know. देखिए, so हमने जब start किया, so there were many consideration admission policy में भी. So one consideration is the thrust of the industry where they would like to use the workforce. So from that point of view, we found out कि it is not only that some tech savvy companies would require the analytics professional, but across the industry it would be required. Okay. So the thrust of the admission policy was whichever background you come from, you are eligible so far if you are following certain eligibility requirements. जो basic requirements हैं. What are they? I think some cutoff for the graduation and marks and some of the cutoff for the required for the 10th and 12th marks. That is a
those details are available on our website.
Those details are available on the website.
Okay.
Apart from that, there is no bar on any discipline. That was my main point. So, for example, we got a student from biotechnology in the first batch. We also got someone from non-IT background, other disciplines like economics.
Okay.
Those who were interested. Only thing is there should be an attitude in order to work for and grind throughout the program, because it is a very intensive program, 2-year residential program. And as you know, MBA degree is not a walk of cake. It requires discipline, it requires perseverance. So just like that also, MBA Analytics also requires your dedication. वो एटीट्यूड हम लोग देखना चाहते हैं, whether you have the attitude and whether you can learn some of the skill set, whether you have the skill set or not. If you have, then always welcome, but if you don't have, whether you can learn, whether you will make through the program.
Okay.
So वो हम देखते हैं.
So basically to add to Professor Mayank's point, basically our main focus is apart from the basic skills, what Professor Mayank have mentioned, that we check through some basic cut-off marks. Okay. Apart from that, okay, we look for the strong motivation for the program.
Motivation.
And that is very important.
Okay.
See, this program is such that it doesn't require a specific skill set. For
Okay.
example, okay, there is a misconception that analytics program is meant for only computer science background student. No, it's totally what is called, it's wrong.
Got it.
Perception, because what happened for this program, you need some programming skills, okay, but that are not hardcore C or computer programming skills.
Okay.
These are basically typical machine learning programming, and it is learning machine learning programming. It is as simple as learning Excel. So you know, nowadays everyone is using Excel. Okay, and it is difficulty level is more or less similar difficulty level as you learn Excel only. Okay, so that is the only thing. So what I recommend or what I suggest the students, please don't think that okay, if you are from a non-computer science background, okay, you are not fit for the, okay, you are fit for the program. We are here to nurture you. Okay, when it's come to the programming skills, that is can easily build. Okay, if you are compatible with Excel, okay, that much is good enough for this program.
वेरी पावरफुल पॉइंट यू आर मेकिंग. सो मान लीजिए मैं एक स्टूडेंट हूँ जिसको पक्का पता है कि भैया मुझे तो मार्केटिंग करनी है और जाके एक अच्छी FMCG कंपनी में जाना है, तो मैं आपके पास आके एनालिटिक्स की सारी स्किल सीख के मार्केटिंग एनालिटिक्स में एक बहुत फाइन करियर बना सकता हूँ, और मे बी आई कैन बी a good fit for a social media marketing kind of position.
So that is perfectly possible. So just adding to what Professor Rajiv and Professor Mayank were saying about the last point. So we understand that students come from various backgrounds. It's not only engineering or science. Many times students may come from even arts background. And because we know that they are coming from different backgrounds, we also have this catered to in the program structure itself. So if you look at the first year program, we don't jump into machine learning.
Okay.
Right? So there is a gradual process in which the student is or the learner is taken into advanced concepts of machine learning. So you study Excel, you study basics of R and Python, where there is no requirement that you should have some prior knowledge of this programming languages. So the foundation is laid in the first year, and in the second year they get to do proper or even advanced electives. So that way the journey is made easier for students of different disciplines. All we look for is, yes, you come with the right attitude. Right, so you must have an attitude towards learning new things, right? So that is true for any program, whether it is MBA Analytics or MBA. We come with an open mind, be ready to learn these concepts. And as you were asking, can somebody go into FMCG industry and work in marketing space and make use of their analytics skill? Yes, it's truly possible. Many of our students go into different verticals, banking vertical, insurance vertical. It's not that everybody get into a pure play analytics company. They do get into different industries. That's always possible.
Okay.
Batra,
Okay.
just let me ask one question.
To me?
Yes.
Oh my God. Okay.
If I say, can you live one day without your mobile phone?
Absolutely. No, I can't.
It is
and let me ask that question to you as well. No.
It's not possible.
Not
Because
possible.
see, technology
Yeah.
is the integrated part of our life.
Absolutely.
Okay. Similar thing. Okay. The analytics, the way it is moving ahead.
Yeah.
Okay. You cannot sustain in this world. Okay. Without analytical skill.
Got it.
So whether you are from MBA domain, whether you are from finance domain, whether you are from OBHR domain, okay, you require some sort of analytical skill.
I got it. So analytics is not a cage कि जिसके अंदर मैं चला गया तो मैं फंस गया analytics के लिए.
Not at all.
ये तो एक support system है which can lend you wings in anywhere you want to go.
Yes.
Is that an appropriate understanding?
Because see, if you not upgrade yourself, sometime later, okay, you will be totally obsolete. So you have to upgrade. Whether even see nowadays the typical MBA programs, they are also introducing the analytic course in all the IIMs. Okay, I can tell you earlier there was only 1 or 2 courses they used to float in IT and system area. Nowadays,
Yes, that's true.
nowadays see,
Look at the
there
change.
are plenty of courses even in the regular MBA program. they are introducing. Okay, and some of the courses are from the analytics domain. So that is required.
And from what all of you say, possibly it's gonna stay, then it's not a fag, you know. If mobile is not going to go away from our lives, then analytics is going to stay.
The thing is, there has been a shift in the way, or we can say there is a shift in the culture of the organizations.
Right.
So earlier, the IT and communication technologies,
Okay.
they were evolving. But today it is at a point where it is very affordable to everybody. You need not be a massive organization to leverage the power of analytics. Small organizations can still make a good use of analytics. So that has brought a fundamental shift in the way the organizations are thinking and how they are leveraging analytics. And once everybody starts seeing the value, I think it will stay for long time to come.
See, world is evolutionary, right? So today analytics going on. Tomorrow might be some next version of analytics will come into the place.
Right.
Okay, so this is
what we do with analytics might change.
Yes.
A few years back, we were looking at simple things. If you do some descriptive or inferential analytics kind of things, that was looked great. But today we are pushing the boundaries. We are more and more into predictive and prescriptive kind of analytics. So there has been an evolution and it will continue.
Okay, so Professor Safal, I think Professor Venkat have uttered a few jargons like prescriptive analytics, predictive analytics.
Okay, yes.
Okay,
help us understand.
Yeah, so for student, I think it will be beneficial. So when we say the analytics, okay, typically there are many variants, but typically there are 3 types of analytics. Okay, the basic one is the descriptive analytics, where basically we try to know about the history, that okay, how was our performances last few years, okay, few quarters, all these things, okay, and then basically it helps us to plan for futures, okay, or diagnose that why it happens and all these things, okay. Next is called the predictive, where basically we predict the future. For example, if we keep the price this much, okay, then how much sales we can expect in next quarter or next 6 months, okay. And the third one is prescriptive, that okay, basically we prescribe to achieve this target, okay, what action, what measure we should take. So typically there are 3 types, and then other variant like inferential analytics and many more, but so there are 3 types of analytics in
Well, it's still not easy, but then students should have something to learn for 2 years.
Exactly. Basically, you can say in 2 years, okay, we make them familiar with all
these terms and their real meanings.
अब analogy देता हूँ. Analogy, take example. 20 years back, it was very difficult to make a website. Now, if someone wants to make a website, it is very easy, plug and play model, as we say.
True.
So आप WordPress पे जाइए, sign in करिए, और you pick a theme and you plug and play whatever features you want, whatever functionality you want in your website, and you can create a basic structure जिससे organization का काम तो चल जाएगा.
जी.
And then over the years, as you become more versed, you can create a very fine website. और तब भी organization की need meet नहीं हो रही है, तो आप कहेंगे हम थोड़ा कस्टमाइज करेंगे. सो देयर यू विल लर्न मोर स्किल्स टू कस्टमाइज इट, और बहुत अच्छी वेबसाइट बन जाएगी, इंटरैक्टिव वेबसाइट बन जाएगी. तो एनालिटिक्स का भी हमारा प्रोग्राम के ज़रिए यही जर्नी है कि प्लग एंड प्ले मॉडल है कि आपको फंक्शंस क्या करना है वो आपको पता होना चाहिए, डेटा से क्या करना है वो पता होना चाहिए.
डेटा तो सब जगह पे है,
डेटा सब पे,
बट कैसे उसे यूज करना है टू मेक मीनिंगफुल नॉलेज. बट दैट ऑल्सो लीड्स अनदर पॉइंट. आप कह रहे हो 20 साल पहले द वर्ल्ड वाज, सम थिंग्स वर अनइमेजिनेबल. तो आज शायद हम उस स्टेज पे एनालिटिक्स के कि दोज हु एंटर नाउ एंड इन द कमिंग फ्यू इयर्स, वो शायद फिर 20 साल बाद दे विल बी द वेटरन्स एंड द रियल एक्सपर्ट्स ऑफ द इंडस्ट्री, कुछ ऐसा होने वाला है।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल। बोलते हैं कि ट्रेन पकड़ना सही टाइम पर जरूरी है। सो दिस इज द राइट टाइम टू कैच दैट ट्रेन, अदरवाइज इफ यू मिस इट देन यू विल हैव टू वेट फॉर लॉन्गर अनदर अपॉर्चुनिटी।
तो इन दैट सेंस क्या मैं ये भी बोल सकता हूँ, पता नहीं सही होगा कि नहीं कहना, कि क्या IIM काशीपुर ने भी सही टाइम पे, बिल्कुल सही टाइम पे ये ट्रेन चलाई है, सही टाइम पे, बिकॉज ऑफ पीपल लाइक यू। हमने भी इस प्रोग्राम को, आई थिंक हमने बहुत पहले इसको, मैं तो जब से आप लोग आए हो देख रहा हूँ कि आप इसके बारे में बात करते आ रहे हो, सोचते आ रहे हो, अब ये फ्रूटफुल हुआ है। सो व्हाट डू यू थिंक अबाउट IIM काशीपुर स्पेसिफिकली? क्या हमारा प्रोग्राम दूसरों से अलग है, क्या सेम है? व्हाट आर द यूनिकनेस?
See, we don't want to sound boastful at all, but it is also a fact that IIM Kashipur was one of the earliest into the space of MBA Analytics.
Agree.
See, there are many institutions who were offering analytics programs, but those were executive programs, short-term programs, certificate programs. But while we were offering them too, we launched an MBA Analytics program in 2020. So we were one of the earliest ones on that count. And if you look at maybe the differentiating factors, so like Professor Rajiv was talking about the structure of the program earlier, there is one component in the program which differentiates our program, that is the dissertation component. So in dissertation component, the student gets to work with the faculty and also a committee of faculty advisors on a given problem statement over a complete year. So the student works on this problem in the second year. They choose the problems from the industry. So they go to internships, learn something else, find some nice problem there while working on the internships. So they bring back those problem statements and get to work on them. Some also do find new problems and they try to solve it with the help of the things which they have learnt in the first year, and also the techniques or subjects or concepts which they are learning in second year. So that way it's not only like preaching, but it's also like practicing.
Year-long, very rigorous dissertation.
Yes, rigorous.
And I can vouch because I also get an opportunity to work with some of the students जो strategic analytics में आगे career बनाना चाहते हैं. Professors?
Yes, I think adding to Professor Venkat point that this dissertation component is the best example of mixing domain knowledge and analytical skills. Because see, the student here, they do their dissertation in different domain, and you know that here all the dissertation supervisors are from across the domain. And what happened? They learn something. They find that this domain they are interested to work for. And they use the analytical skill whatever they learn to solve that. I can say whether it can be industrial problem or it can be a research problem. So here they apply both the domain skills and also the analytical skills.
Absolutely.
And that's why this program is a mix of hardcore MBA domain knowledge plus analytical skills.
ये क्वेश्चन आता है कई बार कि हम पाइथन क्यों पढ़ा रहे हैं, आर क्यों पढ़ा रहे हैं अभी, तो इसकी क्या ज़रूरत आ गई. सो फॉर एग्जांपल एंड अबाउट द टाइमिंग आल्सो, व्हाई वी वर वांटेड टू लॉन्च, एंड क्योंकि मार्केट का नीड चेंज हो रहा है एंड दैट गवर्नमेंट हैज़ आल्सो रियलाइज्ड. तो अगर हम देखेंगे न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी में, so there are many changes. We cannot go into depth and breadth of the new education policy changes, but one एक curriculum में change का मैं बताता हूँ. Starting from class 1, 2, 3 उनके पाठ्यक्रम में change आया, उनका curriculum में change आ रहा है कि you develop the thinking कि how, for example एक exercise अगर बच्चे से करवाई जाए कि how will be the word or what will be your home look like in 5 years. So जो current technology हमारे घर के अंदर आ चुकी है, उसको envision करके creative way में करे कि क्या क्या चीज़ automate हो जाएगी. तो कैसे कैसे जो कार्य हम करते हैं मैनुअली करते हैं वो ऑटोमेट हो जाएंगे। अब वो कैसे अगर ऑटोमेट होंगे तो कहीं ना कहीं तो उसका एनालिटिक्स अप्लाई
होगा ही होगा।
तो वो सोच प्राइमरी लेवल से शुरुआती क्लासेस लेवल से डेवलप हो रही है।
राइट।
और पाइथन की बात करें तो पाइथन एक स्क्रिप्टिंग लैंग्वेज है, और सामान्य भाषा में कहें कि कुछ फंक्शंस आपको कस्टम बनाने हैं तो उसके लिए लैंग्वेज है। तो कुछ चीज़ करनी है उसको हम फंक्शन कहते हैं, कुछ चीज़ करनी है जैसे अगर आपको लाइट टर्न ऑन ऑफ करनी है वो भी एक फंक्शन है। तो कैसे फंक्शन हम कर सकते हैं, तो उसके लिए पाइथन यूज़ हुआ। तो अगर हम देखें तो 9th और 10th में भी पाइथन इंट्रोड्यूस हो गया है CBSE के करिकुलम।
ओके, वाओ।
तो अगर आप 5 साल के बाद वाले जो पीढ़ी है, 5 साल जो ग्रेजुएट होके आएगी, तो उनको हमको पाइथन सिखाने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी।
राइट, बट पाइथन से करना क्या है और चेंजेस क्या लाने हैं। सो MBA Analytics is a fair mix of management and technology.
Definitely.
Leading the world to newer directions. Very fascinating. Professors, I really have to say that this has been very insightful so far. But let me ask you one question in which our students are always very interested. And you know what I'm talking about. It's the placements. What kind of careers do they get? और खास करके एक सवाल मैं आपके सामने रखता हूँ, जो बहुत बार कोई स्टूडेंट बाहर मिलता है ना कि सफल सर MBA एनालिटिक्स करनी है, तो एक सवाल अक्सर आता है, हमें जो प्लेसमेंट मिलेगी, जो कंपनीज होंगी, क्या वो हमारे लिए अलग होंगी या हमें MBA फुल टाइम बैच के साथ ही बैठने का मौका मिलेगा? तो ये कुछ चीज़ें हैं, प्लीज थ्रो सम लाइट ऑन प्लेसमेंट्स।
Safal, that's a very good question, and every student will be interested in such questions. And we used to get such questions at the time of admission during the first batch. But the thing is, the placement at IIM Kashipur is profile based. So if the company who is coming in, the recruiter who is coming in, they are going to share a profile. And this profile is shared to the MBA as well as MBA Analytics students.
Okay.
Whoever fits that profile, they are free to apply as per the institute's norms. So, as Professor Rajiv was talking earlier, MBA Analytics students, it's not that they only do analytics subjects. They do take marketing electives, they do take financial electives, they do take operations electives. So, a student may fit multiple roles, hardcore analytics roles, or a role which spans across functions, marketing profile or a finance profile or a operations profile. So, that way, the analytics curriculum prepares the student not only for a pure play analytics role, but a role which any other MBA student would be eager to take. So the answer is profiles are open to both MBA as well as MBA Analytics students.
Okay. What kind of companies visit here?
Okay, so companies traditionally, if we look at the companies which are coming here, they come from IT and analytics domain, banking, finance, financial services and insurance domain. A lot of them from marketing and the new age marketing domains.
Okay.
Right. So if we look at the particular profiles or the job opportunities which are available, it can be many things. So if you look at IT and analytics industry, people do go for consulting roles. People do go for product roles. It could be an IT product or an analytics product which they are developing. So recruiters also look for students who are put into normal analytics service projects where they are executing some projects for the client. So products, service and consulting roles are available. Likewise, if we see banking sector, what we have seen recently is a lot of product management roles are coming up in the banking sector. And also these companies realize that yes, today there may not be an opening for analytics position in their organization, but they do take analytics students and MBA students and groom them, and they know that these people have a good background on analytics, so that they can groom them later into those positions, or the students who are taken in can act as a change leader in those organizations whenever some analytics profile opens up. So that's what we have seen. So it's consulting, products, services, product management, operations analytics. A lot of e-commerce companies do offer operations profiles, say for example logistics, warehouse, transportation kind of roles, so somebody who manages these kind of roles. And we also have recently seen some attraction from top 4 consulting companies.
Wow,
right?
awesome.
So I would not say everybody, but few of them have shown interest in.
But the whole gamut of companies is open to the analytics
Yes,
students,
yes.
and we continue to say that this does not restrict them in a career in analytics, but
pure,
opens
yeah.
doors for all the possibilities.
Yes,
Yes, so Professor Sapal, so I can just add to Professor Venkat. Okay, so let us, I will give a simple example. Okay, students who join this program, okay, there are multiple types of roles. I will take the 2 typical roles. One is called the business analyst, and second is called data scientist.
Okay.
Now a student who is very good in statistics, okay, very good in programming, okay, he can go for the data scientist role.
Roles.
And company basically they select them based on their what is called skill set. Okay. Other is business analyst. What happened if a student, okay, he has good domain experts, let's say HR area, OB area, marketing area, finance area, and he has good what is called analytical skills. Okay, so company may choose them for those kind of positions.
Yeah, a functional role which involves a little understanding
Yes.
of the analytics,
Yes.
but it's more at the front facing role. But at the other hand, there could be, those hardcore data scientist roles as well that support those functions.
Yes.
So,
Okay.
key companies, for example, those who are invested in analytics and technologies, they are very clear what to expect. So, they have a very identified role for the MBA Analytics students. But most of the companies will not invest in your present value, they will invest in the future value of you.
Right.
What you would be able to, how you would be able to help them in future. So that is the long-term thinking why companies visit IIMs and they give huge packages to the students.
Indeed, I am aware of some of those packages because I myself guide some of the analytics students for dissertation last year, and they were so happy getting placed in ICICI Bank, I remember. So that also told me that the opportunities remain open in all functions
definitely,
and all
yes.
industries.
I mean, it's not like they go into IT companies only. In fact, if you see a lot of banking companies, as you say, ICICI, it's one of those mini banks which have taken our students, analytics students. A lot of e-commerce companies.
Business consultancy roles. There will be a lot more opportunities in terms of analytics professional now.
Right. And what can you guide someone? What can you consult someone if you can't do those basic analytics of how the things are going? And therefore, probably for a consulting role, analytics student would be very well suited.
Very well sorted.
No, see, I can tell you, I can quote some of the companies, executives that, okay, they told, sir, we are so happy that you have launched this program. And really they appreciated this program because they are getting the things, whatever is their requirement in one place. They need analytical skills, they need domain skills, they need some mathematical foundation, statistical skills, okay? They are getting in one place because it's helped them to pick the right candidate for their company.
But on that note, I must congratulate the 3 of you and other professors who are not here in this room today, who have all worked really hard to take us there. So congratulations.
I can also congratulate you, Professor Sapal, because you are also part of this journey, and you are also.
Thank you for involving us.
And I hope through this little session, many of the doubts will be clear, and that will be a huge contribution actually for the students.
Absolutely. Even before talking to you, I had so many queries which get resolved. So I'm sure the students would have benefited tremendously. एक लास्ट चीज आपसे पूछता हूँ, जब आप पढ़ाते नहीं हैं और पढ़ नहीं रहे होते हैं, तब आप क्या करते हैं? Kashipur mein, spending 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. What are your hobbies? What things you enjoy in your life? Venkat, Mayank, Rajiv ji, koi bhi.
See, what I can say that people from various regions like Delhi, Lucknow, Noida, Gurgaon, they come here. There are many places nearby which you can just go in a few hours.
Right.
Okay. So they are coming across different places. Now here we are in the Devnagari of Uttarakhand.
Right there.
So Haridwar is just few hours from here. Rishikesh
Very nearby.
Dehradun, Nainital, Ramnagar. Then there are many holy places, Badrinath, and what is called some more.
And Jim Corbett is just stones throw away.
So basically our campus is in Jim Corbett corridor itself.
And we get to see a lot of interesting wildlife in the nearby vicinity.
Yes.
Absolutely. How about you?
See, I am from the plains actually. So I was working in one of the metros, right? So for me, Kashipur was a drastic change when I moved from industry to academia.
Right.
In the beginning, I was not so much fond of Kashipur.
Yes,
but,
I am aware.
Kashipur is a place you will fall in love with gradually,
Absolutely.
right? So it's that kind of an environment. The tranquility you get in Kashipur and surroundings nearby is unmatchable. So as Professor Raju was talking about, Corbett is just a stone's throw away. Any Sunday you would like to go for a jungle safari in Corbett. It's hardly hours drive from here. And so many hills from Nainital to Mukteshwar to Ranikhet, Almora, Kausani, or even if you want to go until Badrinath, these are things which you need not plan so much being at Kashipur. Just take your vehicle and
otherwise the people from Delhi would start planning 2 months in advance.
So these are some luxuries you have at
Isn't
Kashipur.
this a blessing?
It's definitely a blessing, definitely.
Amazing friends, thank you so much for all the time that you have spent with us today, and wish you great success with the analytics program.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Safal, for giving us
this opportunity.
Thank you, Prof.
Thank you.
So friends, I hope you learnt a lot about the nitty-gritties of an MBA in Analytics program. What is analytics? What are the careers? What are the placements? What are the structures? Why IIM Kashipur and other big schools for that matter? Many of these questions are resolved in this talk with these expert professors. Hope you enjoyed the video and take your decision carefully with all the data that we have provided you today. Very best wishes for an upcoming interview session. God bless you all.